Headquartered in Singapore, Dynamic Drilling is a provider of offshore drilling rigs and services. With aim to be a leader in the industry, Dynamic Drilling owns and operates offshore rigs through its subsidiaries and associates, with the current market focus on Southeast Asia, Indian Ocean, Middle East, Africa and Mexico. The group is currently operating 6 rigs offshore India under long-term contracts presently with ONGC, the national oil company.
I am Manav Kumar Agarwal. I was born and raised in New Delhi, India. I am the eldest of 3 siblings. So I've got a younger sister after me and then the younger brother. I was born in a business family. My father had his own business of pipes and tubes, and then over the years we diversified into oil and gas, into offshore drilling businesses. He's a self-made man. And my childhood memories, I had a very happy childhood growing up. So being the elder brother, always sort of responsible for taking care of the family or the younger siblings, that kind of brotherhood, very cordial relations, very lovely relations with my younger sister and the younger brother. I was always good in studies. I wanted to do well. I think part of the family value is being successful. You have to be good in your studies. You have to be good in your extracurricular activities. I always liked playing table tennis, chess, swimming, lawn tennis now. The first school that I went to was NC Public School, and it was near our home. Did well there. My teachers used to like me. I also studied in boarding for 2 years during my 7th and 8th grade. That was near Delhi as well. That was a very good experience because being in a boarding school sort of teaches you a very different part of life, how to be more disciplined and how to be sort of just around with yourself. So I think that shaped me to be independent in my own work. Later part of my life, I traveled a lot, and I've constantly been traveling because of the work part, and I think that discipline that boarding school inculcated worked very well. I did my part of my college from Delhi itself, from an institute called Institute of Integrated Learning in Management, IILM, and that was affiliated to University of Bradford. So the degree that they gave was of University of Bradford, UK. That was a 3-year course, Bachelor's in Business Management. In the meantime, I also did a stint in University of California, Berkeley, working on marketing and organizational behavior. And then I went to UK, to Lancaster University for my master's. Lancaster is very highly rated. It is ranked, I believe, top 3 in UK, and I think top 50 in the world for business management. And after that, I got into the family business. And I thought that the best thing is to do is to go where the business which is most challenging or not doing well. And so I started looking after that software business. And in 2003, I could figure out that this company has not done the right steps, and it's better that we sort of close this company and move forward, because otherwise there'll be more losses. And that was a decision that we took in 2003. Then I started looking into another part of the business, which was into overseas projects in infrastructure. I've been very fortunate to travel about 50-60 countries in my lifespan, and it's been very good because travel just broadens the horizon. Sort of the more people you meet, different cultures, different interpretation of things from different people, you know, it sort of shows and tells you that the view you see of life or you take of life is not the only view. There are various other views. People can see the same thing in various different dimensions, and all are beautiful. When you travel more, I think that you start respecting that part of life. After this business, I got into the offshore drilling part of the business. The business grew. The business did well. The business grew up to a very sizable size. But unfortunately, in 2010, we had the fallout with my father's cousins, who were the majority shareholder. The family sort of started all over again the business in 2010. And in 2011, there was a huge requirement for oil and gas in the country. and it was decided that I should move to Singapore to sort of order the rigs. I was closely working with Keppel FELS, the shipyard, on building the rig and rig building opportunity, because oil was high and the demand for new rigs, new offshore oil rigs, were high in around the world. Keppel is a very good Singapore-based shipyard with global reputation. In 2012, we moved to Singapore to create a bigger platform, Asia-based drilling company. Why Singapore? Because Singapore, first of all, is a very great country. I mean, fantastic country, superb people. You know, people coming from various walks of life, from diverse religions, various countries, all living in harmony. Excellent place to raise the family. Very safe, very secure, very developed. Singapore is also the Asia Pacific hub for oil and gas. We were committed to create a company which is Singapore based, working internationally as the first drilling company. Because of the Singapore's connectivity to Southeast Asia, to Middle East, we've been able to sort of grow business. We've been able to form alliances and partnerships in various parts of Southeast Asia, in Middle East and Africa, which is our target market. So over the years, business grew, and today Dynamic Group is operating 6 rigs in India and a leading drilling contractor. The Keppel rig was delivered in 2013. The project was US $200 million. It was a moment of pride for the family and for the businesses. The rig went, like I said, straight to a 5-year job to ONGC, the national oil company. So we have done well. We have grew significantly over time. Singapore, of course, helped a lot in that. We sort of also partnered with a company called Easy On Holdings, another Singapore-based big company. Onboarding a talent is very, very important for the success of any company, because it's the team, it's the people in the company that make you successful. I believe that anybody who's hardworking, who's sort of committed, honest, and sort of have a never say die approach towards life or business or his work will eventually get his success there. I truly believe success is a journey. I mean, the famous quote from Sir Winston Churchill, who says that, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts, is something that sort of motivates me a lot, that even during the bad times you have to just continue doing what best you can for the best interest of everybody. And hopefully over the years, I hope that as we do well, we will be able to communicate more to the society in general and to the people who have not been so privileged going forward, to help them. The advice more comes from my reflection of life. I always think win-win, and I think it's I would inspire anybody who's starting a business or an entrepreneur is to always think win-win. How can I make sure that it's not only me or my company or my business that is winning, but my customer, my supplier, my partner, everybody who's associated with me as a stakeholder wins, society in large wins. The second advice I would say is look at making long-term friendships, long-term partnerships. Never cheat anybody. It does not take you very far. You might win in the short term, but in long term, it never helps you. As Warren Buffett says, that reputation is everything. It takes years to build a reputation, and it can take just minutes to destroy it. And if a person thinks about it that way, then you will behave differently. Awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached.